Hey everybody, today I'm gonna do a little update to the video I did about the biracial woman in Madison, Wisconsin who was supposedly set on fire by 4 white men who called her the N-word. I said in my original video that I didn't really believe that she's telling the truth. And thanks to a couple people in my comments, John Coppers and Ian McDonald, I really hope I'm getting those right, gave me some more information and led me to do a little bit more investigating into a different occurrence that I think is related, and they thought was related, and I agree. The same night that she was supposedly set on fire, there was a group of Antifa nearby where there's a state building in the state capitol square, I guess you would call it. It's actually a big wagon wheel, the streets that go around, like in a kind of a circle around the Capitol. I didn't believe her story, first of all, because she didn't know where she was. That's a maze of streets and a lot of one-ways and a lot of streets that are closed to only pedestrian traffic and I think maybe buses. So you got to know where you are and what's going on. You may not know the name of the street, but you should be able to find your way back there. And she couldn't say where it was other than she thought it was by some Mexican restaurant. I believe she said the name of it. But around the same time that she says she was set on fire, 1 a.m., police were breaking up an Antifa riot at the Capitol where people had already broken into one of the state buildings, and after they tore down a few statues that I don't know why they tore them down. It makes no sense. I mean, the statues had nothing to do with anything other than the grit and determination and passion of being a Wisconsinite. But they broke into one of those buildings downtown and tried to set one of and I believe it was an engineering office, on fire with a Molotov cocktail. Now I was talking to my husband and we both agreed that if you don't know what you're doing with an improvised explosive device like a Molotov cocktail, it'd be real easy to burn yourself, especially if you were lighting it, holding it below and looking down at it like a lot of people probably would. You're not going to hold it way out here unless you're thinking. And this girl doesn't seem real smart to me. But I was led to that information about the fire being started by, I forget whether it was John Coppers or Ian McDonald, but one of them sent me to the 911 call that had been released, in which she sounds very apathetic about the whole thing. Even the police don't seem to be all that excited or feeling that it's any kind of an emergency. They told her someone would be in touch with her within the next few days. So that's how high of a priority they saw it as at that point. But it's, to me, if they find video of whoever was trying to set that fire in, I think it's, I forget the name of the building, but it's I believe it's a state government building, or maybe it's a Madison county building. But someone tried to set a fire with a Molotov cocktail, and just an hour or so later, because they left from trying to start the fire to go tear down more statues, at least the mob did. They ripped the leg off of one of them. He was just a Norwegian immigrant who died fighting in a battle. I can't remember the name of it. It's in this here. But yeah, someone tried to set a fire. And then right around the same time, this biracial woman says, 4 random white guys. She doesn't look biracial to me. She looks basically white or you know, maybe Hispanic or something, but she doesn't look black to me. So 4 guys, and Madison's a really diverse town. There's not hate crimes that go on there. That's just not something that happens. Madison's a really friendly city. It's a very beautiful city. You don't have that kind of stuff going on. It's very diverse. It's got a huge university right in the center of it where kids come from all over the world to attend school there. And then she's supposedly set on fire by these mystery men who poured lighter fluid on her and threw a match or a lighter on her to set her on fire. I can't say for certain because I don't have any evidence other than my ability to put 2 and 2 together. But I really believe that this is a hoax. I believe that this is a cover story for her burning herself while trying to set a fire in a government building. Too bad it wasn't a federal building, because the feds are involved anyway, so hopefully she's just a female Jussie Smollett, or Juicy Smollett, as Dave Chappelle called him. But yeah, in my opinion, this woman is perpetrating a hoax. Now, we've got enough hate crime hoaxes. We don't need to keep adding to them. Somewhere recently I heard, I can't remember where, so maybe this is wrong information since I can't remember where I heard it, that 8.5 out of 10, so 85% of all reported hate crimes are either outright hoaxes or exaggerated. So right there, the odds are in favor of it being a hoax. Plus her BS story, plus the fact that there was an arson perpetrated just maybe about an hour or so before she says she was set on fire. It was around 1 a.m. when the police came in at the Capitol building while they were trying to break into the state Capitol building. And the police finally came and sent everybody packing. That's also the same night that they punched a state senator in the face because he tried to take a picture of the damage that they were doing. And that's just crazy. I mean, they probably didn't even know who he was. They probably just thought he was some random person trying to take pictures or video of them. And we know Antifa hates being put on video or pictures. They get really, really violent when you try and take their picture. Just ask Andy No. So it's been a little bit of research since yesterday, and from what I can find, in my strong belief, she's perpetrating a hoax. And I hope they find out. Obviously, if it's a real hate crime, I hope they find that out too. And I hope they find the people who did it, because it's absolutely unacceptable for that kind of thing to happen. But I don't think it happened. And I feel bad saying that. I feel really bad saying that, because you should be able to believe people when they say I've been harmed by someone else. But lately it seems like fake victims are all the rage. So anyway, that's what I think about it. And I thank John Coppers and Ian McDonald for steering me in the direction of the fire. I didn't know about that. But yeah, they gave me another 2 to put my 2 and 2 together to figure out what's going on. But if you disagree, let me know. Let me know why you think it's a true story, what kind of evidence. If there's more evidence out there that I'm wrong, please let me know, because I hate putting out false information. I won't do it. And if I find out that I've done it, I will immediately retract it. I don't believe in putting out false information. Right now, it could be false, but it's my opinion. And my opinion is she's a phony. So let me know what you guys think. You're going to get some really great comments on my video. I love it. Keep it coming. Thanks.